2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. It looks like a great day out there. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group. John McCarthy on the course as well. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
Let's get down to the first hole. That is a big-time drive. Time for the second shot on the first hole. That will definitely work. This putt for a birdie. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
This putt is from way downtown. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Yeah, it's the old 1-2. Left then right.
A par putt coming up. That looked good all the way. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. No longer in the red, he falls to even par for the event. We've made our way to a par 3.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Not too much danger to it.
This is a 5-iron. Henny is right there.
Setting up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
He's hoping this comes back to the right. Okay, that was a tough ask.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 7th. I think this one will be in the sand. Let's see how aggressive it becomes out of the sand. And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. Oh, that was so close. Needs this to drop to save par. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader.
The 5th at TPC Boston, the most important shot, probably the first one.
yes, you have to find the fairway here, and it's sometimes not driver. There is a run out and the fairway, but from there, you got a pretty easy, straightforward second shot to a long, narrow green. Just that one deep bunker on the left-hand side that could cause some issues.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
Now 5 strokes behind. The 6th, the TPC Boston, another par 4 as well, and position off the tee critical.
The bunkers down the right-hand side, only a 3-wood to get to those, but you take out the driver, all of a sudden that water down the left-hand side lurks. From there, you have a green that sits above you just a slight bit. Water still comes into play, especially when they put that pin front left.
And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still.
Looks pretty good.
You've got to like the look of this. That was a nice putt. Had a good-looking line, plenty of speed, but just didn't drop. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
Teeing off now on this par 5.
For those that find the fairway, missing that fairway bunker in the middle layup zone wise, not a problem. If you hit in the rough, we got issues now. Put yourself in position for your third with a good third shot. You can control the spin to a green that sits up above you just slightly. Still a wonderful birdie opportunity, even if you can't reach it in 2.
That's how you take on a par 5.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
This one should swing back to the left. All right, not bad from there. And this putt to move into a tie for third place. Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. Over to number 8, it's a par 3.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Here we go, putt on the way. Okay, this putt for par, trying to get out of here without any damage. While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard, our featured player in a tie for third. And now teeing off on a par 4.
This is a really cool tee shot here. Take it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself with a longer second shot, but it's a better angle. But you take it down the left-hand side, maybe carry those bunkers. Now you've got a shortish club. In front of this green, though, everything will run onto the green, so a pin up front, you don't necessarily want to land it on the green as much as you do want to leave it just short of it.
Yeah, I like that. That's okay there. That's a safe shot. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
Well, the putt starts out straight, and then I'm thinking it'll move a little to the right.
This putt from 3 feet away. Okay, on to the next. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. We start the back 9 with a par 4.
Driver not really necessary on this shortish par 4. Just a 3-wood for position. Second shot goes to a green that runs diagonal of the players. There is a couple of really good and tough pin placements that are back left.
What an aggressive play. That's another green in reg. And now a 6-footer is left. And with that, he moves to 3 under par for the championship.
Love the 11th hole here at TPC Boston. Rich, it's a great par 3.
Yeah, it's long in length, but you also have a massive, massive green complex there up in the distance. The green does run a little bit from left to right and from back to front, but the design of this hole, long hole, massive green, is a fantastic feature of it.
Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, guys, he's got about 21 feet to go here.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And this putt coming up for his par. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Some of the most noticeable improvements at TPC Boston in the redesign by Gil Hance starts here at the par 4 12th.
This fairway does run out there at the very end, but only for the longest hitters in the game. Second shot downhill to a greens protected by a bunker, front right, but a runoff area also on the left-hand side of the green. This one is all over it.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. And he's down there. You got to read.
It's just going to cruise up to the left-hand side.
Ooh. 4 feet to the cup. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 13th's another par 4, but you're working back up the hill.
A blindish tee shot here for these players. You want to keep it down the left-hand side as best possible. That way it opens up the angle into the green, but you also get a better look at this green that is surrounded, jam-packed by 5 really deep bunkers.
Playing this shot from 120 yards. 3 strokes off the lead.
Oh, this needs a little right turn, Clyde.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. He's currently in second place here. The 14th at TPC Boston is a dogleg right to left, downhill. The tee shot is your paramount position.
This is a massive fairway on an extremely long par 4. Tee it high and give her all you got. Second shot downhill just a little bit. Big danger here is when they put the flag on the right-hand side. That can really hurt you.
Yeah, nicely played.
Looking good.
Great speed. Oh, beauty. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Yep, some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron, back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
One club up or down. That would have been the wrong play. This one worked out well.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Job well done with the birdie right there. He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
And now after that hole, we've got only one name atop the leaderboard. It's our featured player. This hole is a par 4.
just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman, the base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
He's going to want to take that one over. John, what's it look like down there?
Ball really burrowed into this bunker. They're going to need to be quite careful as they exit this beach, guys.
7 under for the tournament. There's never a good time for a double bogey, but that was a really bad time. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our featured player is in 3rd place.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
The 18th hole is a par 5.
Oh, this is a great par 5. You got a little speed slot down the left-hand side, carry those bunkers, and all of a sudden that golf ball is going to go chasing down the fairway. From there, though, you got to be mindful. You got a massive ravine fronting this green. And this green, you do have room to miss it on the left-hand side, but it's not a very easy up and down. A great finishing hole that you can make 3 on easily. 6s as well.
Time now for the 3rd. And just 1 shot back. Here's a putt to get into a share of 2nd place. And the finishing touch on a busy day on the course. So the round is complete. So many highlights to look back on. And at the end of the day, our featured player is in a tie for 2nd. Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports. "2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 2 of the ACE Championship is about to begin. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Pleased to have you with us today. As we join you today, our featured player is currently in 4th place. Let's see if he can get toward the top of that leaderboard by the end of today's round. Let's go out to the first hole. That is a massive drive. Second shot here on the first. This one is 13 feet out.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Ooh, what a putt.
Making birdie in the first always puts you in a good frame of mood. It'll be fun to watch the round progress.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, he is in 4th place. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
I like the looks of this. What a big roll this would be. An eagle putt on the line. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
This one will be breaking quite hard to the left.
5 feet remains.
This for back-to-back birdies.
After that hole, our featured player is making a move. Teeing off here on the 3rd.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Five iron on the way. Okay, green side, a chance to get up and down. This one green side in the rough. That is the perfect position to leave it in. That one drops. And after that hole, he is slipping in the standings. And now teeing off on this par 4.
Par 4 measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. Oh, almost. The par putt. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Let's go to hole number 5, and it's a par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Not a bad line, this one. From around 180 yards out.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron.
Some nice calculations there with this wind.
7 feet to the cup. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with the 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit. And that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one.
And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Looking for back-to-back birdies here, Luke.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1.
We make our way to the par 5 7th hole.
This is a big hitter's delight right here. They can take those bunkers down the left out of play, and they can carry these fairway bunkers easily. And from here, it actually chases forward from the fairway downhill a little bit to a long, narrow green. Again, for the big hitters, this is easily reachable. For the shorter hitters, you got to have a plan.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
Come on. Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. The run of good play continues as he is now 10 under par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. All right, this is tough, but makeable.
A clutch par putt.
This putt on a good line. This has my attention. It's gonna go! Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. He is in a tie for second. A par 4 here.
This is a really good driving hole. Only the longest in the game are going to carry the bunkers down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself a little bit longer second shot than maybe you'd like, but this is a very inviting green. This is a really good birdie opportunity to finish off the front 9.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Chalk up another. That's the 6th birdie of the day. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. Now to the par 4 10th.
Yeah, driver not necessary. See a lot of players taking long iron, maybe even a fairway metal. Second shot goes to a green that runs from front right to back left. Back left is the most difficult of all the pin positions on this par 4.
Wow, got absolutely all of that one. And Rich, this is a similar spot to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
I like that one. And this putt has a length of 8 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead.
Teeing off now on this par 3.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3. Great design.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. A little off the mark on that approach shot. This would be a great up and down. Well done. That takes the pressure off the putt. That's a chip to be proud of. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. He finds himself at the top of the leaderboard. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
Taking on this approach now from a pretty similar spot.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Trying to move to 12 under par with this putt. And that should secure the par on this one. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The 14th is a par 4.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
He's had a disagreement with the caddy. He's gone down a club.
Yeah, quality shot that. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
Putting for a par here. Oh, that's close. That can't be any more than a couple of inches away. Just one off the lead after that hole.
Teeing off here on the 15th.
It's got some bunkering down the left-hand side that you got to avoid. Be mindful of that, so driver may not be the play off the tee. You find the fairway, you got just a short iron second shot to a green that's pretty receptive. You should be thinking birdie from the middle of the fairway.
Not a bad result right there. This is a good 130 club. Currently trailing by 1.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Bogey, birdie. That's the way you turn things around. He's got it rolling now, 11 under par for the championship. Now to 16. It's a par 3.
Par 3. I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
This is a 7-iron on the way. That's a really nice shot. Okay, back-to-back birdies. I'm starting to feel a little something here.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
This one just missed the fairway. Still not putting.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Oh, that looked good. And just a tap in left for par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. We close out the back 9 with a par 5.
The speed slot down the left-hand side. Go ahead and try and find that one from there. You're going to have just a long iron, maybe a hybrid for your second shot. Got to be mindful of that ravine short of the green. You initially want to bail out to the left-hand side, but the further left you go, the harder that chip shot becomes.
This is a hybrid. He's got a very long way to go. Henny, how tricky is this one?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
Here comes the putt, and starting off good. And just to clean up this birdie. And the day finishes with a tap in on 18. Halfway through, and they are in first place entering the weekend.
Always nice to see your name on top of the leaderboard. Just a slim lead, however, for this player.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Third round coverage continues of the Ace Championship. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. And Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this third round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Absolutely want to be. He's in first place after 2 rounds, heading into this third round. A lot of golf to play, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far.
Let's get down to the first hole. Ooh, absolutely unleashed it. Second shot here at 1. This putt is from 10 feet. Oh, that birdie would have been a big boost to the card. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Here's the third shot. Oh, almost had it. A chance here from 10 feet out. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
It's so subtle, but it is going to go right.
Drops that one to the bottom of the cup. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. The tee shot at 3.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
That was right on target. That's a great approach shot into this third green, and now a birdie putt coming up.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. And we're on the tee of the par 4 fourth hole.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
A par 4 eagle putt after driving the green. That is special.
That a way to stay aggressive. Great play.
Right on line, but just misses. He makes that tap in for birdie. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he has a 1-shot lead.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Another birdie opportunity coming up for this player.
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely through the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've given it a good look. I see this one going left at the hole.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. And after that hole, he's ahead by just a solitary stroke. The 6th is a par 4.
bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. He leads the field by a stroke. Well played there, pin high. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
A little bit overzealous there. 8 feet to the cup. And he's holding steady in first place after that one.
Out to the 7th hole.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Look at that drive. He got all of it. On the green in 2. How about that?
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Starting this one out to the right. Let's watch it break.
This putt left for birdie. Oh. And a tap in left for par. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Looking to get up and down from here. Man, that was a good shot. He needs this one to save par. And he nails the putt. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. We've reached the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
And now this from about 150 yards away. This one is absolutely hunting. Okay, that's going to play. This one a good distance away. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
I've got it going left to right.
Oh, how about it? Here's a look at how things stand. He is up by 2 shots. And now teeing off on a par 4.
Par 4 straight away. A hole that is simple and difficult all in the same breath.
That was such a pure swing. And Rich, we've seen this before. The player was in a similar area yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
Still some work to do here. Here we go on a good line. It's on a very good line. Yes! After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
That one's heading out to the right. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This putt, it's a 34-footer.
That's a nice-looking putt. Judged it well. Got a short one coming up.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage. Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's got the big 200 all the way back to this pin.
And he's safely on the green. And he's down there. You got a read?
You gotta love a downhill left-righter.
That's disappointing. This putt is of 9 feet. And a touch of frustration popping in there as the putt just missed the hole. Just can't seem to get off the bogey train here, Rich.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
He's setting up for his second shot. Currently in the lead by a shot. Wow, what a shot. Trying to get to 17 under the card with this putt. Looking good. Oh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole. What a gargantuan tee shot.
Time for the second shot at the 14th. Choosing the 9-iron here.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going down? He has this putt to save his par. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
We've hit the par 4 15th hole.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
This shot from about 110 yards away.
This one's looking pretty good.
Really well done. About 7 feet remain.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Here's the tap in for par. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. Here's the par 3 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. He's got this one for par. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. The tee shot at 17.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
This is a bomb. That was the right club. Now a good look at the hole. 8 feet remain. That putt drops, and that's now 6 birdies on the day. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. The 18th and final hole is a par 5.
Players will be thinking birdie, but 6s and 7s will come along if you're not careful.
Okay, that'll play.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
Here's a chance to move into first place. Henny is greenside.
This is about 24 feet for him here.
I think we're lucky that one stopped where it did. He finishes with birdie on 18. What a wonderful day for our featured player sitting atop the leaderboard.
My pleasure, my friend. Lots of memorable moments out there today. Hopefully tomorrow can produce much of the same.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time to find out who will win the ACE Championship. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. We're so pleased to welcome you back with us on 2K Sports, hoping for another day of excitement on tour. Let's get down to the first hole. Time for the second shot on the first hole. That's a pretty good shot right there. He's got this left for birdie. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Yeah, you miss those bunkers on the right-hand side and put yourself in good position down the fairway. Now you got a decision to make. Do I go for it or do I bail out to the left-hand side and give myself a really good opportunity to get it up and down? This green can be really difficult to find. It's got a lot of undulation to it and a lot of water. However, you get the second shot right, and all of a sudden that third shot becomes a lot easier, and birdies are easy to come by.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
This putt is from 18 feet away.
He's got a great chance for eagle here.
This one starting to break to the right. A tap in for birdie. You gotta love it. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. Teeing off here on the third.
Par 3, measuring 208 yards. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
How about this birdie putt? John, give us a read on this putt.
This putt's going to go up the hill, move to the right.
A good chance to two-putt now.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Par 4, measuring 298 yards. Will the players give it a go or not? Let's find out.
That's a good one to build momentum on. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
Looks like around 38 feet to the cup from here. Wow.
Okay, good start. Now watch this one. Watch it.
That one drops. As we head to the next hole, our featured player has a two-shot cushion.
Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Oh, well played. Well, here's an unlikely player. A little bit of an underdog, you say?
Yes, but everybody on the PGA Tour can play. He's just an unknown quantity at the moment. I'm excited to watch.
7 feet to the cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Yeah, bunkers on the right-hand side come into play with a 3-wood, water on the left with the driver. Second shot to a green that sits below you just a little bit. And that front left pin, ooh, that is a good one. 4 left.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be.
Yes, difficult lie. Made a par here yesterday. A little bit more difficult today.
6th shot coming up.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him. This one's going to the right.
It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark. A 7-footer right here. So close. Just a short putt remaining here. Trailing by a few shots after that hole.
Time now for a par 5, the 7th.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
An opportunity to make birdie. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's number 5. Quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 2-shot advantage for our leader. Well, let's see what happens here at number 8.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
8 feet to the cup.
To keep the round going. This is a par save.
Here's a quick look at how things stand. It's a 3-shot advantage for our leader. And now teeing off on this par 4.
This is a really cool tee shot here. Take it out to the right-hand side. You leave yourself with a longer second shot, but it's a better angle. But you take it down the left-hand side, maybe carry those bunkers. Now you've got a shortish club. In front of this green, though, everything will run onto the green. So a pin up front, you don't necessarily want to land it on the green as much as you do want to leave it just short of it.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
I've got it going right to left here.
Another birdie. 6 of them on the day. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field. A par 4 here.
Par 4, this hole plays so much more difficult than the yardage. Water to the left of the green, bunkers surrounding it on both sides. Find the fairway, you'll have a good look at making birdie. You miss the fairway, good luck. 4s, 5s, and 6s come into the equation.
Yep, okay. This is at the green.
That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Okay, back-to-back birdies on the scorecard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader.
Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3. Great design.
Here's a chance to get up and down from the green side bunker. And on the green now, but a bit of work left to do. This one's for bogey. Never quite hit that. Okay, so that finishes that hole. Now 4 back after that hole. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. This one looks like it's going left. Wow, what happened there?
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this one is for his par. Okay, let's head to the next. And after that, now sitting at 18 under par for the event. Welcome to the par 4 13th hole.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
Okay, clubbing down. In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
This one looks to be a big bender. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Just a 4-footer remaining. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Now, 3 strokes back after that hole. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
Yeah, grinding it out there, slowly but surely moving up that leaderboard.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Ooh, that almost went down. Big par saver coming up for this fella. And down it goes. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard.
Time for the tee shot at 15.
Par 4, 421 yards, a seemingly simple par 4.
Wow, that was launched. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This putt starts out pretty straight towards the hole, though it should move a little to the left.
Great putt there for birdie. He is moving up the leaderboard as we move on to the next hole. Okay, it's a par 3.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
Putt on a good line. Oh. Getting set for the next hole, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-shot advantage for our leader. Now to 17, a par 4.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman. The base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
Don't you just love a big breaking left to righter started perfectly on line?
And a tap in as we move on to the next hole. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for 3rd place. That's a disappointing shot. Here's the second at 18. This is a 7-iron on the way. This is his 3rd. Wow. 12 feet remain.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
A short one left for par. And as that putt drops, he finishes the event. Rich, that would have been an incredible comeback, but it's not to be.
Just a little bit shy at the very end, but I got to say, quite the effort.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.